Electric guitar. It's perhaps the most individual instrument. Most guitarists play the same classic guitar models and the same classic amps, yet each guitarist has a different sound. Your tone is your signature, your identity. Welcome back to the Neumann Home Studio Academy. In this tutorial series, we're talking about how to get a great electric guitar sound. In our previous episode, we focused on how to set up your instrument and your amplifier. In this episode, we're going to show you how you can make a great recording of your individual guitar tone. If people fail to get a great guitar recording, it's often because they make it too difficult for themselves, tweaking too many parameters at the same time. It's actually quite simple. Make sure you have a great sound coming out of your speaker cabinet to begin with, and then try to capture it as faithfully as possible. Later on, you can always try to refine your guitar sound by tweaking the position of your microphone or by adding another microphone, but don't make the second step before you've made the first one. And don't use your recording gear to fix a guitar sound that is lacking in the first place. So let's try to capture the sound as you hear it in the room with your own ears. That's what we're aiming for. And the usual method of recording an electric guitar is by close miking. Now, nobody would stick their ear into an amplifier, so why not move that microphone a bit further away from the speaker? Well, that's because the result would be too ambient. You see, our brains is actually a very powerful signal processor, which enables us to focus on the direct sound and to ignore the room ambience. A microphone, on the other hand, simply cannot do that. So it's always an approximation. We are trying to find a microphone position close to the speaker that gives us a sound similar to what we're hearing or what we think we're hearing from a few feet away. And a crucial factor in getting this great guitar sound is finding the optimal position of your microphone. You see, if you put a microphone this close to an amplifier, you get a whole lot of different sounds depending on which part of the speaker you are miking. If you point your microphone straight at the center of the speaker, you get a very bright tone with lots of treble. This can be nice for jangling rhythm guitars, but for most guitar sounds, that's just too bright. If you place your mic at the edge of the speaker, you get a much smoother tone, which may be good for jazzy chords if you like that velvet glove sound. For most tastes, this mic position sounds too dark. Now let's place the mic halfway between the edge and the center of the speaker. That's where you get a balanced sound that works well with just about any style. It may take some time to find the optimal position, but this is a good starting point. Okay, now the distance between the amplifier and the microphone is important too. It controls the bass response. You see, it's because of the proximity effect. The bass response increases whenever you move the microphone closer to its sound source, the amplifier. Let's test it. Remember, what we want is a faithful reproduction of your guitar tone. Also, we don't want to get in the way of the bass guitar, so too much bass is not a good thing. We're aiming for a fairly even, balanced response. And these are our options. If you want more bass, move your microphone closer to the speaker. If you want less bass, move it a bit further away from the speaker. If you want more treble, move it towards the center of the speaker. If you want less treble, move it towards the edge of the speaker. It's kind of like a natural EQ, but it sounds better than any other electronic EQ you may apply. One problem remains though. When you work alone, how do you play the guitar and move the mic at the same time? Well, what you could do is make a test recording and then go listen to that test recording and then move your microphone a little bit and make another test recording and go listen to that other test recording and then move. But that takes a lot of time. There is a neat little trick though that you can use. You don't even have to play your guitar to find a good position of your microphone. You can actually use the background noise of your amplifier as a test signal. Here's how you do it. Listen to your amp's noise. Noise is a wideband signal, and depending on which frequencies are emphasized, it has a different sound color. You may have heard of terms like white noise and pink noise. Any noise has a certain color, and for whatever reason, the human ear is pretty good at comparing noise colors. And the only thing you'll have to do is put on headphones to monitor the microphone signal, and then move the microphone a little bit until the amp noise that you hear in the headphones sounds similar to the amp noise that you hear with your naked ears. Now, this method may come across a bit weird, but it really does work, and it's very easy to do, so let's try it. And since you guys are not here, physically I mean, since you guys are not here, we brought this guy. This is a dummy head from Neumann. Let's call him Fritz. And Fritz has microphones in his ears, which produce a stunningly realistic sound image when you listen on headphones. Okay. There we go. So, if you guys put on your headphones, you're virtually with us. And this is what we're going to do. We're first going to listen to the amp noise through our naked ears, or through Fritz's ears. Okay? This is what it sounds like. Got that? Okay, now let's go to this microphone over here, and let's try to move it until the noise that we hear is the same as the noise that we just heard through Fritz's ears. Okay? Okay. Well, let's go back to Fritz. Back to the mic. Fritz? Mike? Yeah. That sounds pretty close. Okay. Now, let's bring in the guitar. Okay, nice. Rock on, brother. So much for now. In our next episode, we will be comparing different microphones, and we will see what we can accomplish by combining several microphones. Until then, enjoy recording your guitar, and we'll see you soon at the Neumann Home Studio Academy. Bye.